you're eating or what you're supplementing with is giving you enough nutrients, or if maybe some symptom that you're dealing with might be connected to nutrition. So I'm going to go into that today, and I'm going to talk about the 8 signs that can tell you that you may not be getting enough nutrients, and also how you can actually figure that out. So one of the most common signs that I see in my practice is low energy levels. People just waking up, not feeling rested, even though they got a good night's sleep or not, really either way, but just kind of fatigued throughout the day, less productive, less motivated. They kind of feel like they have a slump at a certain time of day that can be more severe. Maybe they need to nap very, very often, which, by the way, naps are really healthy. We should take naps if we need to rest, right? But if they need to nap for a really long period of time, and if they don't have their nap, again, also depending on how crazy busy their day is, that can be, again, a sign of needing more nutrients. Also, so that's one really common factor and symptom is low energy levels. Like maybe you're saying no to social events, like you're not able to exercise in the way that really feels good for you because your energy isn't really great. Again, that can be a really common sign your body just needs more nutrients. Another really common symptom is mood changes. Even things like depression, anxiety, those can be connected to certain nutrients being low as well. So that's definitely something to consider. In particular, B vitamins. That was actually a game changer for me when I was dealing with a lot of my more severe symptoms. One of the game changers was understanding that I was really low in some really important B vitamins, even though I was eating a lot of food sources, but it was because my gut was all messed up. So that can be a really important factor if you are dealing with any kind of mood concern or issue, again, depression, anxiety, or mood swings, low mood, even things like seasonal affective disorder, that can be connected to certain nutrients too. Another common symptom is brain fog. So again, if you just don't feel like really mentally clear, maybe your concentration is poor, that's another one. And then the fourth one, I'm counting, but the fourth one is muscle or joint inflammation. If your body just like kind of feels like it's in pain. Another symptom, the fifth symptom, is actually poor exercise recovery. So if you find you get really sore and it's like you're sore for a really, really long time after movement, then that can definitely be a sign of low nutrient levels, especially certain amino acids, certain other different kinds of nutrients that come from very obscure food sources. One example is like K27 is an important one, and it's really hard to get from food. By the way, don't go and supplement with these things. You really should know what your levels are because you could do more harm than good if you just supplement. And then another one is frequent illness. So if you feel like you just get sick all the time, like literally something comes around, if you have a cold or if there's a cold or flu or COVID or something like that jumps around, you will inevitably pick it up. That can be a really common one. And then the last one, seventh one, is digestive issues. So if you are having anything like bloating or gas, loose stools, constipation, oftentimes those can actually be a sign of low nutrient levels, and it can be a two-way street, and it can be kind of a vicious cycle. So if you have digestive issues, you're not going to be absorbing your nutrients very well, but low nutrients can worsen digestive issues. So it can be this not very fun cycle. So that's another one. And then finally, number 8 is sleep issues. So if you have a hard time falling asleep, staying asleep, you just can't get that number of hours, that 7 to 9 hours per night. Again, maybe tossing and turning, that can also be another sign of low nutrient levels. So I hope this was helpful. So again, just to recap, low energy, mood changes, brain fog, inflammation in the body, poor exercise recovery, frequent illness, digestive issues, and sleep issues. And again, those are just a handful of the most common ones that I see. this is not an exhaustive list, but this is, again, a lot of common ones. So what do you actually do if you have any symptoms? Like, how can you know if what you're eating or what you're taking with supplements is enough? Well, it's fairly simple, and that is you can test. We have access to this amazing testing that is all science-based and valid testing. And I do it all the time in my practice for my patients. And it can be the missing piece for so many people because we just have this awareness and it eliminates a lot of guesswork into what is going on in your body and like specifically what